Jamaicans don't play. And Jamaicans threaten you. I would do things differently. It's like, well, you're not in charge. The gap between you and me skill-wise is that why. Here's the thing I want. And if I try hard enough, I can get it, but I'm going to lose the person in the process.
I took some losses they never would know. Took the long route, they had cut me before. We was down bad talking broken and broke. Now I'm dealing hoping it's all for the low.
Yo, welcome back to HWL, the podcast. It's your boy Lo. Hey, I hope everybody's morning's getting off to a great start. This week is ours. Let's dominate. But you thought it was just me. No. I got a special guest in the building, y'all, and I can't wait for y'all to meet him. Today, I have an amazing man first. Oh, man, he's a great father, an amazing father. You should hear the way his baby girls call his name. He actually inspired me to have kids. He's an amazing husband as well, a servant one that's super thoughtful. Oh, man, I could go on and on about how good of a husband he is. And that's by way of the words of his wife, my sister. And I also have an amazing pastor as well, too, who has done amazing work at all levels, from youth pastoring all the way now to lead pastor of Plaza Church, Brian Davis.
What's up, man?
What's up, sir? Good to see you.
Bro, your check is in the mail. You were describing it, I was like, who is that guy? That guy needs to like mentor me. But for real,
don't do that.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank you. It means a lot, man. Appreciate
Absolutely, man. So, we didn't say it, but this is also, so meeting Brian, right? Should we tell him how we met?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
All right. So about, man, dang,
5.
we're in 2026.
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Like this month.
Yeah, this month.
You closed April, I think.
So who moved in first?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Brian and I are neighbors. And it started as that. And I'm one of those people, like, when I develop a relationship with you, I don't care what the basis of it was.
Yeah.
We are now friends.
That's right.
We're brothers, right?
That's
so
right.
like, this is my guy right here. And so I have a lot of respect for you. And I appreciate you coming on the pod.
100%, man. It's an honor. It's
But
a real honor.
man, so it's been 6 years. We've been neighbors. We used to work out together.
Yep.
Sporadically.
Them early workouts, bro.
Man,
Back in our 20s.
Grinding.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we can say that. I can say that now.
Yep.
Back in our 20s. Oh, man. Brian loves to do power cleans and a lot of them deadlifts.
I did.
Yeah.
That was a former life until I, felt like lightning struck my lower back.
Crazy story real quick before we're going to get into everything.
Yeah.
Brian got hurt and I got hurt the same day. And we drove.
We took ourselves.
We drove to the doctor's office and had appointments 15 minutes apart. Together we drove in the same car.
Yep.
Crazy. But listen, man, I want to talk a little bit about the beginning. Let's get to know young Brian.
Sure. Yeah.
Some of these things I know about some of your crazy like wrestling stories and how you had to drop weight in the same day and you ate Chick-fil-A after you beat them up.
That's right.
But I want to talk a little
meal.
Right. But I want to talk a little bit about just your childhood, right? So you grew up in Raleigh.
Yep. Raleigh, Apex,
right? And you grew up in a Jamaican American home.
Yes. Yeah.
How was it growing up in America, but having parents that had these roots in Jamaica?
Oh man, it was great. I mean, I have great parents. But Jamaicans are different, man. Jamaicans, they're fun. There was a lot of laughter in my house, which is just kind of culturally, really most Caribbean nations are like that. But a lot of laughter, big emphasis on family being together. We have a joke that we said, we just will always remember the summer of '99.
Word.
And we went on trips together, and because it was me, my sister, and then my parents.
Yep.
Both my parents from Jamaica. So dad born in Kingston, mom in Montego Bay.
Okay.
But no, I mean, it was to be in a Jamaican home and then go to a predominantly white school, it was like culture shock.
Wow. Oh, two totally different things.
Two very different worlds.
Yeah.
Your home is fun but strict. Jamaicans don't play.
Yeah.
Jamaicans don't play, and Jamaicans threaten you.
Yeah. What kind of threats did you this
me
name
tell the boy to clean his room. If you not do it, me clap you, see.
Hey, that was crazy. That sounded like
That's
shot us. That sounded like some real threat. Like,
Oh, that's verbatim what it was, man.
okay.
So,
and I'm guessing this is because I hear them talk now. Their accents are a little bit more American.
yeah.
They're probably fresh. Like, how long were they here before they had you?
Let's see. They moved in college, so 10 years maybe.
Yeah, so that's kind of fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, my dad taught himself how to speak with an American accent pretty early.
Okay.
He would do a better job explaining why he did that, but he was in New York.
Okay.
And in college, and he noticed that people would treat him differently when they heard his accent.
Okay.
You know, and so he wanted to blend in as much as he could. But my mom, on the other hand, her accent was much thicker when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it's still there.
Yeah.
It's still there.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say her accent is thicker. Shout out to, by the way, Mr. and Mrs. Davis, amazing people.
The best parents, man.
I mean, I love them. It's so crazy. I have a personal relationship with them.
That's right.
And like,
he texted you like 10 minutes ago. My dad texted you.
No lie. His dad texted me 10 minutes ago. We're going to lunch.
Yeah, I have great parents.
Yeah. So excellent parents. And you said they met in Jamaica?
No, they met in college. And
okay.
So they moved. They did school at Pace University in New York, and then I guess they met through like I don't know if it was like FCA or some sort of like international Christian ministry thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
got you. Okay, and so you said it was a culture shock at your school in Apex, right? And so for you, what did the culture shock feel like on a daily basis? Did you feel off put? Did you feel out of sorts? Like, how did it actually feel as young Brian?
Man, I think I learned to compartmentalize. I think I just I live with the tension of two different worlds that I'm in, and it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
And looking back, if I could go back and talk to like little Brian, I don't think he'd be able to articulate it. I think he would just say, my family is my family and my school is my school. Two
totally separate things.
Yeah, but it works.
Yeah. It's crazy that you say that, bro. I remember being a kid and, you know, like I grew up in a neighborhood, TV neighborhood. Like I'm talking about every day after school, everybody's outside. Weekends, summers are fire. We get up, we wake up, we eat breakfast. We're not in the house until the street lights.
Man, those are the days,
It was the days.
Those are the
Your
days.
parents didn't know where you was at. But I'm in the neighborhood, though. I'm actually not far.
You have the wired, the corded phones.
Oh, yeah.
You go into Miss Johnson's house. Can I use your phone? Call my mom and dad.
Tell her where I'm at.
And you know. And,
yeah, 100%. All of that. And everybody, for the most part, you know, he's probably at 3 or 4 houses.
That's right.
Or
That's
I can just drive up the street and find them playing in the cul-de-sac or whatever.
Yeah.
So that said, I had those people, and although we were zoned for the same schools and we lived in the same community, for some reason, I felt like I was only supposed to see people at school, only supposed to see people in my neighborhood, and then see people at like outside stuff.
Yeah.
There was my homie, Christian Mackey. We went to school together, and one day we signed up for Pop Warner football, and when I signed up, we came to practice. And I looked to my left and it's him. And you know what I said? What? I said, you entered my outside life. The corniest thing ever. Like I said it in that tone too.
Were you the kid that didn't want his food to touch?
Yeah, when I was younger.
There's probably a connection there.
That's what that was, yeah. But now that food got touched.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, yams and mac and cheese, greens, like that same.
And you're back on chicken.
And I'm back.
Praise the Lord for the chicken.
I'm back on steak.
You having steak?
I'm back on steak,
bro.
Yeah, like tonight I'm gonna eat a cheesesteak.
Cat Williams says, "You know how God loves you? The chicken. He made you a flightless bird that tastes delicious. That's how you know God loves you."
Yeah, he also said, "Where are we getting all these lamb chops from? You don't know. You'll never see these lambs walking around." But anyway, let's get back to the point. I asked you that because I say that because a lot of times with compartmentalization, you are able to put people in pockets.
Oh yeah.
And so, did that create at times were you the same Brian at home that you were at school, or were you also two different versions of yourself?
That's a great question. Man, so long ago. I suspect I was two different Brians. Actually, no, I think I was. I think because I had home Brian and I had school Brian and I had wrestling Brian.
He was a monster, huh?
He was, yeah.
You brought out.
He liked to embarrass people.
You brought out that bad boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
All right.
Yeah. And I think home Brian was the baby of the house, younger brother, kind of took on that role, you know. School Brian was just a kid, man. Like, wasn't super popular, but wasn't one of the kids who were loners, you know. Just a normal high school kid, you know. And then wrestling Brian was like captain of the wrestling team, the vocal leader, lead by example, trying to tech fault people.
Okay.
You know what it is?
No, I don't.
It's the wrestling mercy rule.
Oh, you was trying to make him tap.
Well, basically. So if you go up by 15 points, the ref stops the match.
mercy rule. Yeah,
It's the
yeah. Okay,
mercy
we got
rule.
that in basketball too.
Yeah. And so instead of pinning them, it's like I'm just gonna
It's bad right
keep
now.
scoring points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many times you did that?
A lot.
A lot.
It was a lot. It would be
okay.
Yeah, I would take him down, then let him up. And so you get 2 points for a takedown, 1 point for an escape. And so I just keep doing that.
Oh, you was trying to rack up the points.
I was racking up the
so
points.
your goal was to mercy rule him.
That was the
not
goal.
to win.
No, it was, well, you win either way.
Right,
so
but you wanted to do it in that fashion.
I wanted to do it in that fashion. So I wouldn't take him down and hold him down. I'd take him down, let him up, and then take him down again. Part is mental. I wasn't a believer yet.
Nah, you was
but
one of them.
there's an aggressive, competitive, you know, it reminds me of, and I'm not like, I mean, I'm gonna say Michael Jordan. I'm not Jordan.
Nah, you good.
But he would say, he would talk trash to people, and they asked him, do you talk trash to them so they're off their game? He said, no, I talk trash to motivate them. So when I beat them, I beat the very best version of them.
Fire. That's why he's the GOAT.
That's why he's the GOAT.
That's different.
He's built differently.
Yeah, bro. That's a different mentality. And that's what you was on.
Yeah. I
your
was
vibe.
trying to say, like, the gap between you and me skill wise is that wide.
At our highest levels.
At our highest
You're not
levels.
touching me.
That's right. Now that comes from little brother, and I was really small growing up, and the first year of wrestling, I was JV 103 pounder, which is tiny. You know, I weighed 88 pounds, and so I just got beat up all freshman year.
Did Donna beat you up in the house too?
No, I mean she would spank me. I mean, don't get me wrong, she'd do that, but but yeah, and so I just got my record was like 4 and like 21. For JV as a freshman. And then the summer of my sophomore year, I just remember deciding I am not going to suck anymore. And I'm going to get better, and I'm going to get stronger, and I'm going to train with guys who are way better than me so I can get better.
Right.
I am going to do well in this sport.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I've carried that mentality for the rest of my life, truly.
That's fire.
Yeah, I'm going to try to commit to my craft and put in the hard work and maybe get punched in the lip a couple times, but get back up and keep trying.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
And I could tell that you carried that into your adulthood as well. So spiritual roots, both parents coming from Kingston, and you said Montego Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Not meeting in Jamaica, going to Pace in New York, meeting each other there.
Yep.
What was their spiritual backing like?
Yeah.
Like what did they believe in?
Yeah, they were Christians.
They were. Okay.
They loved Jesus. They both my sets of grandparents knew the Lord, loved the Lord. We have several pastors in our family.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think my grandfather's father, yes, he was a pastor.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And then someone on my mom's side of the family is also a pastor.
Okay.
And so they came from strong, godly Christian homes and then came to college and were still walking with Jesus. And that's how they met. It was through some Christian ministry.
It was.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Through Christian ministry.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So how was that then? Like, what was your spiritual walk like as a child? Like you said, you wasn't a believer when you was in that mode wrestling, but your parents believed.
My parents were believers. Right. I would have told you and sworn to you I was a believer.
Okay, so let's talk about that then. What was the difference?
I was convinced, not converted.
Got it.
So if you would have asked me any Bible question, Do you believe this? Do you believe that Jesus Christ is Lord? Like, yeah, I'm convinced of that. But it didn't transform my life. There wasn't a passion for the Lord. There wasn't a passion for worship. I'd get bored at church, you know? Part of it is you gotta live a little bit of life. Some people do to see how Jesus makes a difference in your life. I mean, when you're like 10, 11, 12, 13, I mean, it can happen. Don't get me wrong.
It can.
But for me, I mean, I'm a kid with Christian parents. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I'm not going crazy. You know, there's not a lot that would make me feel like, oh, I need Jesus.
Got it.
You know?
So you weren't constantly or consistently falling to sin outside of like regular kid stuff, like maybe
Kid stuff.
Yeah. But there was no.
I never went to a party in high school.
Got it.
Not once, you know.
What kept you from that?
Fear of my parents.
What she say? What was the threat in the Jamaican accent?
"Me clap the boy."
You were scared of getting clapped.
Oh yeah, bro. The fear of mom and dad is the beginning of wisdom.
It is.
Fools despise instruction.
That's a bar.
Yeah. No, it was fear of parents. 100%. It wasn't fear of God. It wasn't love for God. It was fear of parents and wanting to have the persona of being a good kid.
Okay, so you wanted that brand.
I wanted to be a good kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. My parents raised me to have a high view of character and morality and to treat people well and to make good decisions. And so I wanted to please them. Cause they were like, these are great parents. Like I knew it even then. Even then when I was a kid, I was like, these two are different.
So can I challenge you then?
Please.
I think you probably did have a fear.
Yeah.
You can clap the boy.
Yes.
That sound right?
Yes.
Clap the boy.
He clapped the boy.
He clapped the boy.
BWOI. Boy.
He clapped the boy.
There you go. We're working on it. Yeah.
All right. We'll work on it later. It was probably fear of that.
Yeah.
But can I challenge you and say it was respect also?
That's good.
Because what I heard you just say is like, I wanted to show through my behavior.
That's right.
That my parents are awesome.
Yes.
Like what they are teaching me.
That's right.
How they're showing up and leading us in the home.
Right.
Like I got to show that.
Right.
So I think
I'm a reflection of their parenting.
Yes.
I want to be a good reflection because they're good parents.
Man, bro, you're admirable. Because
Appreciate that,
like I feared my parents too, and I respected them, but like I made mistakes.
Sure. I mean, we all do. Don't get me wrong, I made mistakes too. I mean, I think
like big ones though. Like,
yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm very grateful. I think the Lord protected me from a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's I've heard it said, two things you didn't choose, but have a massive impact on you. It's genetics and geography. You know, or you could say genealogy and geography, you know. So you don't pick your parents, you don't pick what they've been through, you don't pick their socioeconomic status, you know, and you don't pick your geography where you were born, you know. And yet those two things have such a massive impact on a person's life.
Yes. And
God gave me a lot of grace that I didn't deserve or even ask for, in that I have great parents and I grew up and so we were technically, so I went to Apex High School, but we lived in Cary.
Okay.
Cary was,
you know, Cary.
Yeah.
I like Cary.
Yeah. I mean, one
nice
year
area.
it was rated the 7th safest city in America.
In America.
And
that's a fact. I stamp it. I lived 20 minutes from Cary.
Police and carrier board.
Yeah.
I mean, they just sitting, just twiddling their thumbs.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do.
It's a bunch of like moms running.
Whenever you see moms running in a neighborhood with like little strollers,
with
you in a safe neighborhood. Double strollers, yeah.
12 p.m.
With their Lululemon.
Yeah. Matcha after.
That's right. So I didn't pick that, but you put those two things together.
Yeah.
And man, it can make for a kid who doesn't get in a lot of trouble, like big stuff, you know?
Yeah. The stuff that could be detrimental.
In the future. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
So let's fast forward. So You know God exists. You'll say yes. That I know the Bible.
100%.
Like I know these things because your parents believe. You've heard it before.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So you know how to be politically correct almost in that space, but you haven't been fully converted and convicted by experience yet.
That's right.
Okay. Let's fast forward.
Yeah.
Becca. As you would say, Becky.
Becky Beck.
Shout out to Becca, man. Listen, one of the purest souls that I know.
Yes.
Becca randomly will
She'll
drop
give you the
off
shirt off her back. She'll take the shirt off my back and give it to you.
Yes, and say, Brian, don't say anything.
Don't
We're
say
giving them our
nothing.
shirts.
Yeah, that's how she is.
like pure soul, amazing person, right?
Here, have our house. I'm like, girl, we got to live somewhere.
Legit. And she'll say, we'll be okay because
Yep.
of the faith that we have.
That's right. That's right.
This is no lie. This is who she is, right? When did you meet Becca and how did you meet Becca?
We were in college. So it was my sophomore year. And so my freshman year, I became a believer.
Okay.
And then I was on fire.
Okay.
And the guy who discipled me, he had showed me how to like share the gospel through like a picture and using a verse in Romans 6. And so I was obsessed with sharing this picture with everybody. Right. So then my discipler, he also said, if you really want to like reach people for Jesus, don't move off campus and get some apartment. You need to apply to be like a RA and live in the dorms and meet people and share Christ with them. And, you know, you're going to grow and anyway, all that stuff. So I applied, I get in, I'm an RA in the international dorm.
Okay.
And so it's called Philip Hawkins. And, I think it was the second or third day, and I meet Becca, and she tells me that she was on a mission trip in the summer to like Cambodia or somewhere, right? And I said, "Oh, cool." And I said, "How do you share the gospel?" And she told me that. And I was like, "Oh, here's how I do it." And I drew like a little picture. Anyway, and so we had a friendship. I had a lot of respect for her because I was like, "Man, she's like going overseas and telling people about Jesus. Like that's impressive." And we were friends for 4 years before we started dating.
4
years.
So y'all were legit friends, not
We were
friends. I'm
legit.
trying to get to more friends.
Right. No, we were just legit
You were legit friends.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So in that period, did y'all see each other date other people since y'all were legit friends?
Yeah, we had other. Yeah. Well, I was her first boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Becca.
So she was not my first girlfriend.
Okay. All right. We'll just say that, right?
Yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, yes, we saw each other, you know. In fact, at one point she tried to set me up with her roommate.
Wow. That's how friends y'all were. That's how much of friends y'all were.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny to think about that? Like, what if that worked out?
Right.
Not what. Well, you know what I mean. Like, it's just weird how these things work. But that was your wife the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time.
Wow. Okay. So friends for 4 years. Okay, you're on fire for the Lord.
Yeah.
She's on fire for the Lord.
Yep.
How did sanctification work?
Whew. In marriage, how much time you got, bro?
Let's go pre-marriage.
Okay.
Or so y'all are friends for 4 years.
Yeah.
Y'all are both on fire for the Lord. How did you guys transition in a relationship, and how were you still like, or were you sanctified in a relationship?
Great question, man. Yeah, I think that while we were dating, it was my first like serious relationship. Where I was like,
hers too.
Yeah. And so I think while there's excitement, there's also we're guarding and growing, you know, and so we're trying to guard our hearts to a certain degree. And I'd be like, let's get married, have kids, and live our lives together, you know. So we're guarding from that, even though we kind of feel that, you know, while still trying to grow with each other and grow in our understanding of each other. And so it was just a unique tension, man. I think it was, as you get closer to engagement and marriage, you guard less and you grow more, you know? And then in marriage, how it's supposed to be is you're not guarding anymore. You're like, yo, this is it. It's you and me.
Yeah.
You know? And so sanctification, I mean, I could give like a lot of the cliche answers of like communication, that kind of stuff. But I would say the Lord has sanctified me the most in this relationship, in that I have learned I have to die to myself. You die for your wife, you lay your life down for your wife, but then also your kids, you know, and you know that being a father of two. And so that is the thing that the Lord continues to press into me of, it's not about you, Brian. You know, I put you here. Yes, you're the head of the home, but in the economy of God, it's an upside down kingdom.
Right.
You know, that means you're a servant.
That's right.
You're the lead servant in this home. You sacrifice, you know.
First.
That's right. Yeah. And man, I don't always get that right.
Yeah.
I don't always get that right. But that is the ideal. And that is what the Lord has been teaching me for 12 years.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Okay. So at that point, right, and maybe it ties together, maybe it doesn't. I want to talk about how you got into ministry.
Yeah. Like, that's a story.
Yeah. Like, how did you get into full-time ministry and get into youth ministry as well, too?
Yeah. So I was 19 when I believe God called me into ministry.
Okay.
And I say I am charismatic with the seatbelt. Okay. So I'm not the God told me guy.
Right.
Except this one. except this story.
Okay.
You know?
All right. Legit. He told you.
Well, I mean, it wasn't audible, but it was.
Okay.
It was. He was screaming in my soul.
Okay.
It was the clearest thing in the world.
Listen, get HWL, get your dough back. Get HWL, get your dough back. Ain't selling no meat, it's a whole pack. And young and I give you the whole pack for real.